Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Samurai X and today I've got an absolutely incredible gameplay to show you guys that I know you're going to enjoy, and with me as well is the person who got it, Ali, aka Midnight Boss. What's going on, man?
Nothing much, everything's good. Thanks for having me on your channel.
Absolutely. This gameplay right here warrants it 110%. On your channel, you've got a ton, 100 plus gameplays, but when you messaged me on Skype and told me that you got 137 and 1, freaking incredible score where 134 of the kills are actually in a row, I was in disbelief because this is, the highest score ever on Black Ops, or the highest kill death ratio, excuse me, ever on Black Ops 2. So, you want to talk a little bit about how you freaking got the highest kill death ratio on this game?
Well, it's mostly about map knowledge and knowing the spawns, especially on this map Meltdown. Knowing the map is really simple. I found my way around the map, and I also figured out the spawns really easily, so that wasn't a problem at all. And those streaks and guaranteeing myself them every single time, that definitely helped me out a lot into getting this many kills.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, this was a ridiculous gameplay. You want to talk a little bit about the score streaks that you were using, because I've been trying to find the absolute best score streak setup to use in ground war domination. I play pretty much the same thing you do. What have you got going on right here?
Okay, so in this game I am using the Lightning Strike, the Lodestar, and also the Veto Warship. I was a low rank in this game, so I didn't have some of the higher streaks unlocked, such as the K9 unit and Swarm, but these streaks definitely seem to work out really well. I like to rush around a lot, so getting the streaks such as the K9 unit and Swarm, I kind of like a bit better because I can call them in and run and gun as well. But if you're the type of player that likes going into these streaks and killing people with them, then I definitely recommend using them a lot, because they can get you a lot of kills, but at the same time they can easily get shot down as well.
Yeah, that's very true. People are getting more savvy about the kill streaks in this game, and also just about how much points you get for killing them, for shooting them down, and how that actually adds to your score streak. So they are starting to get shot down more and more. I do notice that as well, and the K9 unit and the Swarm are then a little bit better, but still, you can go absolutely nuts with these things. The Lodestar is like the Reaper on steroids, or at least that's what Fearcred said, and I've been repeating it ever since, because that sounds exactly like what it is. It is a Reaper that's shooting off, missiles almost twice as fast, and it's ridiculous. And then the VTOL Warship, that's like a super chopper gunner with the missiles and all, sort of like from Black Ops 1 with the gunship. Both of them are incredible, but I have to ask, you're using the Lightning Strike. Is that normally what you would go with, or are you only using that because you don't have the Blackbird or something like, I don't know, let me think, one of the other higher streaks unlocked? Sorry.
Yeah, so the Lightning Strike is something that I wouldn't normally go with. I would always use it when I was definitely ranking up and when I was a lower rank, but only reason why I use it in this game is because I didn't have any of the higher streaks unlocked, so I was kind of forced to use it, but it's definitely a really good streak, and it got me quite a few multi-kills in this game as well.
Yeah, it definitely does tear people up. I still would stand by the fact that the Blackbird's probably the best out of all the lower tier streaks, and even the Blackbird's not really a lower tier streak, but just because it definitely does guarantee you a lot of kills when you can see people on the radar the way they're moving. And I've actually even recently been arguing to people that the UAV is better than things like the Dragonfire and the Lightning Strike, because that's going to get you a lot of kills as well. You're going to be able to see where so many people on the map are, because Ghost is so hard to unlock, or it takes so long to unlock. There's not going to be a lot of level 55s in every game that you're in, and the assist points that you also get for all the kills that are happening. What do you think about the UAV and how strong it is, especially in ground war?
It's definitely incredibly strong, because in ground war, there's 9 players, and with that said, there is a lot higher chance that those 9 players aren't using Ghosts and they haven't reached level 55, or if they have, they're just not using it in general. So using that UAV can really help you out a lot, because just make all those guys show up on the radar, and you're going to be getting a lot of assists as well from your enemies, or not your enemies, but from your teammates, killing the enemies as well, so that can really help you to get your next streak.
Yeah, and honestly, if you think about it, like, if the UAV helps you get 1 kill, which you'd get with your gun, by the way, in the background there, I just saw you got 5 people with a lightning strike, it looked like. That's incredible. But still, like, that's the most you'll almost ever get, really. Like, that's the most you could hope for, unless you get an absolutely insanely lucky lightning strike. And that only got you 125 points, 25 points per kill times 5, whatever. But if you get a UAV and you get 2 kills, then all of a sudden you could have, 200 points. So, there's a balance to be struck there, and obviously, I just want to point out to people that you should take with a grain of salt the fact that the Dragonfire takes 3 or 4 times the amount of points to get as the UAV, and the Lightning Strike maybe takes twice the amount than the UAV, because the UAV is still, potentially better than all those that are above it. A lot of those kill streaks, score streaks, whatever you want to call them, that are above it. But anyway, moving forward, and let's talk a little bit more about this gameplay here. What was the perk setup that you were going with on this class?
Okay, so I was using the MP7 without attachments, of course, and that was because it's my first game of using the MP7, but the perks that I was using with it were Hardline, Toughness, and Dexterity, and those 3 perks seem to work out really well for me.
So what about Scavenger? Would you typically run with Scavenger if you had it unlocked, or do you like Toughness instead?
I love Scavenger because I love replenishing my C4s or my grenades and whatever.
You're a C4 guy too?
Yep.
Yeah, I love those things. They're so great for objective play, aren't they?
Yep, C4s are great. I've been starting to use frags a lot more because you can cook them, and they do a lot of damage as well because you can throw them further. But yeah, Scavenger I use quite a lot. Sometimes I use Toughness and Scavenger in the same tier as well, but Toughness definitely helps me out a lot into winning gunfights.
Do you find that you like Toughness more with assault rifles or SMGs, and then maybe Scavenger with the other? Is there a relationship there?
I always use Scavenger when I'm running with my assault rifles, but for my SMGs, I use a Scavenger and Toughness, or I just use Toughness on them because I find it a lot more better to use Toughness on them, I guess. It seems to be a lot more easier.
Yeah, I agree. I think also with the assault rifle is a great reason to use Scavenger rather than try and use Toughness and pick up other weapons, is because then you're going to be picking up weapons that are close to you, obviously bodies that are around you, and the bodies that are around you are probably rushers who came up on you because you're playing more defensively with an assault rifle, and you're going to then have to go up against them then you're going to have to pick up an SMG if you kill them, and then you can't play the role that you were playing before with an assault rifle. So definitely better to go with assault rifle Scavenger combo. But anyway, this gameplay right here is winding down. Absolutely ridiculous amount of kills here. 137 kills, 1 death. Man, anything else you want to add before we leave?
No, that's all I gotta say. Mainly all I need to tell you guys, if you want to get those high scoring gameplays, is map knowledge and knowing the spawns, because that can tremendously help out a lot into getting those high scoring games.
Awesome. Well, guys, Ali's channel, there's going to be a link to it in the description below. So guys, go check it out and check out his channel because he's got lots of 100+ gameplays on there, including a link to this gameplay actually uploaded to his channel with his commentary on it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.